Now, boys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here, and welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 22 Road to Glory with Salford City. And in today's episode, we're going to be finishing off the transfer window, and then we've got a very busy month coming up. We managed to pick up some good results towards the end of the last episode, so we've kind of already turned form around. I mean, we were absolutely banging goals in left, right, and centre. A little bit shaky in the back line against Blackpool, but I feel like we found our feet just a touch with the team, which I always expected to do. Wasn't sure we were going to do it that quickly, but I did expect us to do it. Now, we've got quite a big episode, a big month to get through. We're definitely going to play the whole game because they're recently relegated. We do have the end of the transfer window, but I'm not sure we're going to sign anyone. We've got a little bit of money left, but maybe we should save it at least until January. I'm quite happy with this squad at the moment. We do have quite an extensive list of players here, but I don't feel a real need to rush out and sign anyone at this moment in time. I think if anything, it would be smarter to hold on to the money. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I think it might be smarter for us to hold on to the money. Now, Levi Garcia has been suggested several times. He's way above our station. He's 79 rated. We can't sign him in this league. We never will do. He's valued at 18 million, and they don't want to sell him. So the Garcia idea, unfortunately, is a no-go. Maybe in the Premiership, Garcia could be someone that we looked at in the first season when we got in the Premiership, maybe even the second season. I mean, the guy is a bit of a stud, but as it stands right now, it's just not a deal that we can make. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't in the future. So suggestions for the future are important. Now, the left side is what I want. Mark Sykes apparently is very versatile. Could be someone who we use there, but I don't know. I'm kind of happy with where the team is. I feel like I'd at least like to get into January. I'm happy with the players we signed, and I'm interested to see how the team does as it is. We've improved a lot. The overall ratings have gone up a lot in the squad. So I think we're going to skip to the end of the window. Now, there could be a big transfer that goes out. And if that does happen, then that would change what happens with the team transfer-wise. I'm going to try and keep getting the youth academy players involved and give them opportunities this year. And I think that's the decision. That's the best decision to make. It was recommended in the comments. I think that's what we're going to go for. Now, before we get into the games and deadline day, if you are new around here, make sure to smash that subscribe button. And I just want to chuck out a massive thank you to our first ever Patreon. I started a Patreon a little bit ago, but I've never really pushed it on the channel just because, I don't know, I'm very iffy with the idea of Patreon. But we have started one and we have had our first pledge there on Patreon. I just want to say a massive thank you to Michael for doing that. I think it's unbelievable. And you will always know that you were the first ever one to pledge to us. And the plan with the Patreons will always be a shout out when you do pledge. You will get exactly what Michael got on the screen there, and I am going to try and do a credit system so there is a credits. There are no other advantages apart from you might get a little peek into my inner thoughts about saves potentially that we're going to do on that page, but it will not affect you whatsoever if you can never ever afford to become a Patreon. It really does not matter. Your support on these series are what's most important to the channel, and I wanted to keep it that way. I didn't want to put anything behind a paywall. All you know you're doing if you do pledge is you're supporting me as a content creator and the dream of continuing or at least doing this full time in the future. But enough of that. Let's get into the episode. Let's play some games, hopefully get some more victories, and get out of this transfer window without losing any big names. Got a transfer from QPR for Austin. We actually have to think about this one from QPR. This isn't a bad deal. We've only had him 1 year. He's not even the starting goalkeeper. This would actually be a smart bit of financial business. We brought him on a freebie. QPR are a championship side. I'm going to accept it. We're going to have to find another backup goalkeeper. But I'm actually going to accept this one. I like Austin. I think he's a great goalkeeper. I think he could have even been a starting goalkeeper if King wasn't as good as he was. But Queen's Park Rangers in the championship, 1.1 million. Makes sense. I do have some scout reports back as well for some more youngsters. And I'm hoping this is going to be a relatively good year for us to find some academy players. Absolutely not. Northern Ireland not working out so far. Hopefully Wales will yield a little bit better. This guy could potentially be good, so we're going to sign him, and maybe this lad as well. He might be all right. I'm going to give him a go. You never know if someone's going to end up being a star. It already looks like Embray is definitely not going to be that. We will take a cheeky look at him and see if we could change where he's playing, if that might suit him a little bit better. He's quick, he's not a bad dribbler, and he's a decent passer. He's definitely not a centre-back. That's quite apparent. He can't defend, so he should see a relatively decent boost. We've got the option here of CM or out wide, I think, personally. I mean, it does say it's going to take a while to do that, but I'm actually going to choose CM. He's not the greatest at shooting, but he's not a bad passer. I don't think he's quick enough, at least for the way I play, to play out wide. The other player here, Griffiths, is set to be a centre forward at the moment, but I mean, he can't shoot. So, I mean, this is already apparent that that's not a position for him. It looks like he's probably going to be best served as a winger. That pace needs to improve. He's left-footed already. We're going to go for wing, just see what happens. With both of them being 15, they both got the opportunity to progress over the next couple of seasons, and they could be good enough by the age of 18, 19. No superstars yet, though, which I guess was expected. We don't really have the best scout. So we do have this Papa John's game coming up against Tranmere Rovers. Really don't care about the result. Tranmere are a League 2 side as well, and we do win it 3-0. I did give Tom Telford the opportunity, and he bagged a hat-trick. Okay, Tom Telford is definitely going to be getting some more game time. He has come out with some fire in his belly at the start of this season. I'm excited. We have 4 strikers more than capable of bagging goals. Now, Austin's still not gone yet, so we're kind of living on the edge, but he should be gone any minute, and he has now been sold. Now, I was quite smart. I was quite shrewd. I did make sure that we had a goalkeeper that is a free transfer on the list, and that is Ben Amos. He's not fantastic, but he will do as a backup, especially for this season. I will say I was a little bit prepared that we might lose a goalkeeper. I don't know why. I just had in the back of my mind that potentially a bid was going to come in for one of them, and if I didn't have a single goalkeeper on the list, I was going to be in trouble. I think that's a fantastic free transfer. We do now have 2 Amoses now, but that I think is just a good deal. We get him for 1 year. King stays the starting number 1 for us, so no stress really in that position. I did recommend we change Timmy Abraham to number 11, so I'm going to do that again. If you want to see some squad number changes, feel free to let me know what numbers you want to see them change to. If I'm being 100% honest, I really don't care about the number on the back of the shirt, but I know some people do, and that's where you guys can have even more input. Let me know what numbers you want to see changed or who deserves what number. I think Elliot List is locked in at number 9. That's not going to change, and I'm really happy with Timmy's performances last year that he can be our number 11. Well, Huddersfield clearly have been watching Dom Telford. This is another extremely difficult bid to turn down because of how well Dom Telford's done since the start of the season. He's caught the eye of Huddersfield, 1.25 million. But if we're being honest, with the hours I have left, there isn't much I can do. This is a bid I would normally accept, and I do apologize if you guys want me to accept it, but I think it's just too late in the day. If this bid had just come 3 or 4 hours earlier, I would have genuinely considered it and tried to bring in another striker. But I don't see on a promotion pushing season why we would sell Dom Telford, who has just bagged the hat-trick right before the deadline. Crazy bids coming in, though. I knew that was going to start happening. We're going to start being put in these positions where I'm going to have to let players go because bigger sides come in for them. And I'm ready for it. I am prepared. So that already makes me nervous that in January, are we going to be able to hold on to our best players? Be interesting to see, but that's going to be the end of deadline day. I think it's been a decent, transfer window for us, if I'm being honest. There's been some massive deals. Tielemans, who we've used, was brilliant. Big deal there. Guendouzi to Liverpool, Tomori to Real Madrid. There are usually some wacky ones, and these haven't been too wacky. I think Tammy Abraham to Leverkusen's a little bit wacky, and some of them, though, you could expect. Koundé to Leicester City, let's be honest, that's probably never going to happen. Joe Gomez there. Pau Torres to Chelsea, maybe, who knows? Who knows, you never know. Saka to Dortmund, definitely not going to be one that happens, but the logic has never been the greatest in FIFA. Now, we do have 2 games coming up thick and fast, and I have to determine which ones we're going to play. Rochdale and Morecambe. Now, I believe we played Morecambe quite a few times. I don't remember ever playing Rochdale in this series. So I think Rochdale's going to be the team we play. They're 16th. We're a Morecambe 23rd. So we'll play the Rochdale game. Well, the game's coming thick and fast. We're going to be played 3 times in the space of 8 days. I've had to rotate a little bit for this one, but I've still got a lot of faith in the starting 11 for this game. Lado will be starting at cam as well. He's a little bit tired, and it's a 2-2 draw. He's scoring the 85th minute to draw this one up. Again, we absolutely dominated. Elliot List scores, Ricky J. Jones scores, but we will only take a point from the Morecambe match. That is pretty disappointing considering they had barely any opportunity. 2 days on, I've got to kind of piece a squad together with a very tired team. But this will be the starting 11 to take on Rochdale. It's a strong side. I'm pretty confident with the starting 11 that we're putting out. We've got decent rotation this year as well. We already know that. Tierney will start at cam. Again, that's probably a position maybe in January. We're just going to see how this season goes well, this first half of the season goes. And then in January, I think Cam is definitely the target because we only have Tierney and Lado. Lado, of course, I think is more than good enough to start and hopefully will be good enough in the championship as well. He's been a bright spark of the team. Tierney, the jury is still out. He started the season pretty well, but I'm still a bit 50-50 on him. Hopefully we can have a good start to the episode. 50-50 with the Sims. Hopefully we can have a good start to the episode. The Sims were a little bit against us there, weren't they? Well, I mean, we got a 3-0 win, didn't we, against Tranmere, but I still think we should be beating Morecambe in that sim. We put out a good squad as well. Like, I put out a really good starting 11. I can hope for a good start here, but in the early stages of the season has looked good. Tierney's ball over the top was never going to make it. Amos's ball into Banks does make it. And then that ball back across from Bolton towards Elliot List. Taylor is there to cut it out. Can we win the second ball? We can. I'm hoping for good early pressure. It is also my first game of the day, so I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't know what it is. It's like I have a nap, or I have a full sleep, I should say, right? And then I wake up the next day, and it's as if my body doesn't remember that I play FIFA for several hours every single day. It just completely forgets that. Danny. That's great footwork. He's found Elliot List. Is he onside? I think he was onside. Elliot List will make it 1-0 Salford City. What a goal. What a ball in as well, actually. That was a really neat and tidy pass to him. And we are in the lead again, and Elliot List is in the goals again. Need more of that from Tierney, though. Wonderful ball in, because Elliot List is never really going to miss those. That clean-cut one-on-one, no defender near him to hassle him. He's probably never going to miss them. It's just, it's in his wheelhouse. He's good at scoring them. That is exactly where he's comfortable. You give him those opportunities, he bags the goals. This is good playing behind for Rochdale. They haven't really got going yet. And you have to think to yourself at some stage, they will get going. Ball now. Cuts to... Oh, no, Banks. I think that's a penalty. And it is. It was on the line. I thought I timed it perfectly, but he turned and... We're going to need something spectacular here from King. I am gifting Rochdale an easy way back into the match, which is definitely not what I want to be doing right now. Let's see if we can save this one. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. He's put it a mile wide. King went the right way. I think he would have saved it anyway, but he's going to be frustrated. I look fuming. Oh, what a massive moment that's going to turn out to be if we go and win this one, say 1-0. I think there's more in it for us, though. I feel like we've looked good so far. Oh, that's great touch from Bert. Oh, I nearly got it in. Bert's going to pick it back up, though. We're already showing some nice play here. Banks from distance. That was not as good of a shot as I actually thought it was when I first hit it. Well, luckily for us, Banks didn't get sent off. But that might just give us a bit of confidence, knowing that we didn't concede there. And that's going to be easy for Moore to deal with. You got to do a lot better there to cause more problems. Rochdale got a free kick now, just before the end of the half. It's kind of become their match since the penalty, to be honest with you. I thought it would spur us on. I thought it would spur us on and kick us forward, you know, saving it, but it hasn't. And going in at the half, we're lucky to be 1-0 up. Need a bit more output here now in the second half. Can't really rest on our laurels. We know that already. 1-0 has never been a safe score for me. It's never been a safe score for this Salford team either. Amos now. Into Timmy. He's going that ball out wide. That is lovely play from Bolton. It's a good ball in as well to Tierney. If Tierney just had a couple of feet on him, he's going to get the ball back. Oh, straight into the keeper's hands. Going to Banks. Banks will be fouled, surely. They're not going to give it. We do have a run here out wide. Banks is still down. This is bad news. Banks looks like he's picked up a major injury. Usually when you get this cutscene, it is a major injury. Banks, of course, really key in midfield. Am I already regretting that we didn't sign any more players? I might be just a little bit. Tierney's going to drop to centre mid. And Dom Telford is going to come on at cam. I've contemplated Dom Telford at cam a couple of times. I think he's good enough to play there. What's infuriating here is we had the ball. I'm not sure about that. We had the ball, but never mind. So yeah, Dom Telford's going to play at cam for this one. I had a couple of other options. Lado's too tired, so I did have a couple of other options, but I didn't want to use them, and Kelly was too tired as well. This is great play for Rochdale. What a goal that is. 1-1, and that comes right off the back of the injury. It should have been our ball. We should have been given the ball back, not Rochdale. That is infuriating. Old habits maybe from last season. I feel like we tracked it all right. Just no one's picking up his man, and I mean... What do you say to that? What a volley that was. I'm struggling at the minute to break them down. Abraham. That's a good ball to Elliot List. Good turn from Elliot List. Oh, what a save. Can we get the second ball? We can. Their goalkeeper is having Another one of those games on FIFA, I guess, where the goalkeeper's just outstanding. We need to find another goal. We can't lose to teams like Rochdale. I know it's one of those games where we've not really been good enough, and the game's coming thick and fast really has not helped with the squad we've got, and it is making the fact that we didn't do more transfers actually look stupid at this current moment in time, because we've rotated 3 games in a row. One of them's ended in a draw. The other one here looks like it's going to end in a draw as well. If we can't find a way to break them down. Here we go. Kieran Tierney over the top. He's picked out Elliot List. It wasn't an awful touch. Elliot List has saved us on so many occasions. This time he's not going to be able to. He just did not have the legs in him. He was too tired. We are going to draw 1-1 with Rochdale in what will be seen as a really frustrating result. And I imagine I'm going to start coming under some pressure. Why didn't we sign more players? I think is probably going to be the call. We just should have been better there. Let's be honest, boys. We should have been better. It was 50-50 possession, but we had way more opportunities than they did. And we didn't create enough. I put it down to tired legs, if I'm being honest. Banks getting that injury, though, is horrendous. Let's see how long he's going to be out for. It is. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I am in trouble. We should have spent in the transfer window. We have to pick ourselves up, though. Hull next. And we've got the team we've got. We've got the squad we've got. I am not going to spend time worrying that we didn't spend more money. Maybe we should have done a little bit more. No, we're going to carry on. We've got a good enough team here. It's just a little bit of a skeleton squad if we get any more injuries. Put McNeil in to start today. Lado. Kelly is now basically going to be that central midfielder for the majority of games. The front line for this one will be Ricky J. Jones and Elliot List. That's going to be the starting at 11. This is a very good Hull side. Hopefully we can exploit them. Oh, we need a little bit more fire in this match. I can't believe that Banks injury, 7 months. Opportunity to leapfrog Hull, actually, if we win this game. So, I mean, we're going to go all out to do that. I believe this is actually Hull Stadium as well, which is really cool that they've got their stadium in the game. I didn't know that. I had no clue whatsoever that Hull had their stadium. Now, I think it's Kane Lewis Potter, or is it Keane Lewis Potter? I think it's Kane Lewis Potter. It's Lewis Potter anyway, a player that's been recommended a lot. I don't know if he's starting for Hull today, actually. He is not, which is making me think that they've probably already sold him. Now, I believe I scouted him, so maybe I spotted that he'd already moved. I have a feeling that, yeah, they already sold him, and that's why we didn't end up adding him to the list. He's definitely someone maybe we could look at in the future. Now, this is kind of near enough as strong as it gets at the moment, minus no Banks. So this is pretty much as strong as we're going to get. And hopefully, as strong as we're going to get, is going to win us this game. Ricky J. Jones! What a save from Ingram. Let's put this early pressure on them. Ricky J. Jones, again, one of the most requested players I've had. And has already fulfilled what you guys kind of said he would do. He's been brilliant. Can we get a red card, ref? We're not. We're going to get a short free kick? Are we good? I don't know what was going on there. They was taking 17 years to make the decision on what they wanted to do there. That's a great ball into Lado, and that's a great save. Get to that first. Oh, Ingram, it just didn't land quick enough. Ricky J. Jones would have smashed that into the back of the net, I reckon. It just did not land quick enough. They've given it as offside anyway, so it doesn't matter. But still, opening moments are looking good. The boys are showing some fight back, which is exactly what we want. And this man, Lado, is getting wide open a lot. And that's the key to our attack, right? We go through our cams. We've always done that since I started with Salford, is we go through the cam a lot. Which is weird, right? Because we're playing a similar formation with Inter Milan. And I don't really go through the cam in that, say. Ricky J. Jones now. He wants Hunter, doesn't he? He's not going to get Hunter to make the run. He's going to make the run himself in the end. That's great footwork from him. I'm really happy with Ricky J. Jones on the ball. That is good play. Lado now can score them! Baby, there we go. The young Swedish Cam, hopefully set to be with us for the entirety of this series. We'll make it 1-0 Salford City. What a finish. I said it. I called it, didn't I? When he lined up the ball, I said he can score them. That's exactly what he did. Ricky J. Jones there, though, was brilliant. Absolutely unbelievable. His footwork is way better than I expected it to be. He's just all important. Like I say, his link-up play between him and the two strikers is super important. So I'm so glad that he's putting in a good shift. I think up top, he's definitely not somewhere I'd look at in any regard and say we need to improve that at all. I think going forward, we're a really good team. I think our biggest issue at the moment is maybe a little bit of depth. Maybe just a little bit of depth. That isn't the ball I wanted to play. And I think that's probably what maybe we should have done in the window and we haven't. Oh my God, we get a bit unlucky there. Moore's not done enough. And there we go. Eves makes it 1-1. We get so unlucky in that situation. Moore was always struggling to catch up. It's a great run, to be fair, from, I think it's Tom Eves, is it? And they make it 1-1. Hull City, remember, are freshly relegated from the Championship. It's Doyle who misses cutting it out, which leaves the gap. Well, just as we've been in front, we are back level. But I do fancy the team that we've got out there today can score more than what we've already got. My issue here is I'm genuinely worried about their counter-attacks at the moment. We don't seem to be getting enough bodies back from midfield. Like, if we look at this... What are we doing? Why did he stand so far off him? I'm really bemused at this. Why is Doyle stood so far away from his man? He ran away from... Did we see that? He ran away from the forward. Just like that, Hull City are winning 2-1. But what is the centre-back doing? Why is he there? Well, 2 shots for Hull, 2 goals. What a surprise. But I am really bemused as to just what Doyle is doing. Nobody, and this happened in that Rochdale game for their goal. Why are none of the centre-backs anywhere near him? Like, look at how much, like, what is Doyle even doing there? It makes no sense. Well, that's not really frustrating. I've got nothing I can say about that. If the centre-back's in the right position, it's not an issue. Oh, sometimes the gameplay on this game really does just baffle you and make you think, what have they even done to make the gameplay like this? That was nearly good play. I just don't understand it. I just don't get why Doyle's just not there. He's in no man's land. At least. That's good play. Oh, that's lovely play. And we're right back in the game. Lado's got 2. What a ball in from Ricky J. Jones. It is, what? Not even 30 minutes in this match, and it's already 2-2. Lado again, he's just linking absolutely everything up. McNeil now. He's scored a few goals this season already. Kelly out to Lado. Lado in now to Elliott List, and just like that, it's 3-2. Can you believe it? What a game we're having here at the moment. And we now have the lead again against Hull. It's 35 minutes in. We might be in for a real goal glut here. And Lado with the assist. It's great movement again. What a finish. I mean, Elliott List back in the goals again. What a surprise. Question is can we hold it? I think there's going to need to be more goals yet in this game, which is nuts. I think we might be on for a crazy game, which is going to be good for the highlight package, to be fair. It's going to be really good for the highlight package. But we might be on for a big one here as they're in again. And Malik Wilkes just puts it beyond the post. Oh, we got to be a bit more careful, haven't we? What is I think maybe it's the tactic. What's going on with Lund? Why is he not deeper? I swear he's set to be deeper, right? Stay back while attacking. Like, I don't understand. I'm actually just going to move it. I'm going to move him and just make him deeper. Like, just be deep. I'm going to move them all. I'm going to move Doyle as well because the way he's playing at the moment is just driving me mad. I'm going to actually do that. I think we need a little bit more stability there. I'm going to see how that works for this game, and then we'll determine if we want to keep that for future games. Here they come. This is dangerous. I can't get to Mark. That was driving me absolutely mad, that player swap. And we're 4 minutes over added on time, and King saves it. Oh, we're doing a wish list, actually, coming up pretty soon. I think I don't know what to put on the wish list, right? Because there are a lot of stuff I want to be improved in this game. So I don't actually know how harsh I'm going to go with the wish list, or if I should make a realistic one and a fantasy one. Because there's fantasy stuff I think should definitely be in the game, but I don't think will probably be in the game for 10 years. And then there's stuff that 100% has to be fixed for next year's game. I can't even imagine what it's like playing this competitively. Neil's clever with it into Ricky J. Jones. Good footwork. Ricky J. Jones pulls it wide. Well, Hull City are going to bring off Eves, who's arguably been one of their biggest threats. So I'm absolutely cool with that. That works out in our favour. I don't want to be too giddy, though. They've brought on Hines, and I could just feel it now. I shouldn't have said that, and then Hines is going to score like in the 91st minute. And we're going to draw this one 3-3. I hope I have not spoken that into existence, but just me saying that I'm happy that Eves is not on the pitch anymore is making me believe I've spoken that into existence. I need more bodies back. I needed more bodies back, and they deserve that. They've passed right through me. They absolutely do deserve it, Hull. I can't even be mad because they've outplayed us. That's how we've conceded the entire time. They just passed right through me. I'm going to have to look at the tactic, I think. Defensively, there's just nobody back. There is, and it's not the centre-backs. There's only 3 of them. And there is nobody back for them. There is nobody back to help them in the slightest when we're being attacked against. This could be crucial. If they score from this, that would be horrendous. Win it, Marvin. And just get it away, boys. Blow up, ref. Thank you. Like, we're playing way too long there. 3-3. I mean, weird scenario. We saw some funky stuff with the defending. I'm going to look at the tactic. 3-3 against Hull isn't a bad result. We're away to Hull. They're freshly relegated. It's not really a bad result for us. Lado had a great game. The Rochdale result was a bad one. This one wasn't in the grand scheme of the season. It keeps us right up there. I just think, I don't know what's going on with the back line because it's not the defenders. They're being caught out. This is the issue, right? We're being caught out too easily on the break. That's how we're conceding, which is fine because we play quite aggressively. It's not the formation because if you've watched Inter, you've seen how we play. So it is something I need to tweak it because players aren't getting back enough. Right, so I've tweaked and we've just lowered stuff more than anything. I've changed how Abraham or Ricky J. Jones will play now. They're going to be more of a target man. Lado now is a little bit deeper than he was, but the main thing is these two centre mids are deeper. The centre backs are a little bit deeper. I don't want them to be too deep, to be fair. They are a little bit deeper. And another main thing, and I think this was actually pointed out to me, the wingers, the midfielders now are going to be deeper. They're not going to be so far up the pitch. I think how far up the pitch they've been has been hurting us. Hopefully, this is going to just tighten things up a little bit because we're so good going forward this year. And again, I don't put it on our back line. I put it on the fact that when we do get countered or when they are coming forward, I just don't have any numbers there. Now, we are still 4th in the league with plenty of time to go to get top 2. So I am not worried in the slightest. I think 3-3 against Hull is actually pretty decent. But this is going to be the starting 11 for the Oxford game. We're going with J. Jones and List up top. Lado. Amos is actually going to play the other central midfield role today. I want to be a little bit more secure back there. I want to see what we do now with the tweaks to the tactic. Oxford, they are doing well in the league. They're 8th at the moment. They've got Sykes, who we were looking at. They've got a decent team. Oxford will not be easy, and it'll be a very good result here for us to pick up a victory. Even though I think we're much better this year, it doesn't mean that this competition is going to be easy. This is a hard division. This is not an easy division to get out of. If you support a team or you've supported a team down at League 1, Championship, League 2, these are not easy leagues to get out of. As a Leeds fan watching them in League 1 for a long time, it was tough, and you didn't know when you were going to get out, and we have just been split wide open. What's been given here? Hang on a second. What has he given here? How? What for? Excuse me? 2 penalties in 1 episode, but what has he given this for? I don't understand. Like, why is he given a penalty here? He shoots, doesn't have the ball comes back out. He doesn't even touch him. He doesn't even, oh my God. Penalty to Oxford, 3 minutes in. More with a yellow card. I am beyond myself. And we'll take it. That's thoroughly deserved. Baldock, I'm glad you missed. You didn't even deserve that penalty. That is a little bit of justice that's just been served there. Because that was just never a penalty in a million years. Ricky J. Jones in over the top to Elliot List. Elliot List took it badly. Still, oh, he's got to score that, hasn't he? He took it really poorly and recovered, to be fair to him. That is that earlier opportunity from Ricky J. Jones. It was never a goal. Never in a million years. We look good here against Oxford. But again, they've had a penalty and they've looked dangerous as well. So, I mean, swings and roundabouts, really, isn't it? Swings and round... James! No. How have we not scored that? Oh, I've got a man down as well. I can't. No, we can't have injuries right now. I am... no. I reject it. I do not want that injury, please. I reject it. That is not an injury we can afford. Ricky J. Jones again. Testing the goalkeeper to no avail. Now, the injury was to Mark. I guess one position we are relatively stacked at is, luckily for me, that position. J. Jones now as the target man. Play that one backwards. That's lovely. And it ends up opening space, doesn't it? Elliot List. Elliot List! Oh, my God. Eastwood's a god, isn't he? What a save. We'll bring Mark off. We'll bring Doyle on. Like I say, we're kind of stacked in that position, so we're a little bit blessed. We've got those players. How does Sykes out-jump you there, Ricky J. Jones? Must admit, when we've played Oxford in the past, they do play like Barcelona. I think someone even commented when I played them in the past that they play like Barcelona. It's quite ridiculous. Why did it not let me change to Marvin? Like, come on, game. Come on, game. It's playing up a bit today. Or I'm just probably having one of those days where I'm noticing a lot of the issues with the game. Sometimes you have that. Sometimes you have days that are a little bit better. But again, we're seeing Barcelona, Oxford here. They get the rebound. It's 1-0 Oxford, lads. Absolutely crazy. Oh, we need to fight back again. How many times have we been in this position? It's a good save, but of course he gets the rebound. Oh, God. It's crazy, isn't it? How up and down we can be as a team. It's absolutely not. He's going to get it back now, and he's going to ping that one out to Marvin. Marvin's going to take, actually, what is a great touch. Marvin's still got it. Marvin! Oh, my God. What a save by Eastwood again. Eastwood is having the game of his life. We are not. We've given away a penalty, and we've conceded a relatively scrappy goal as per usual. I'm having a little bit of worries about how we ended the window. But to be honest with you, with the money we had, we couldn't have made ridiculous changes anyway. It weren't like we were going to bring in anyone that was just going to completely change what's happening right now. Just having a really poor episode again. Kind of have one good episode, one bad one. That's kind of the theme. Oxford can do. We need to find some momentum here. We've played actually really well. Oh, that's unlucky. And that ball in is perfect. And that Barcelona-esque pass. What a save from King. What a save. Along comes Dom Telford and Kelly for us. We need to make something happen. I don't know what we need to make happen right now. Because whatever we're doing, it's not working in this episode. It's really frustrating. Defensively, we're weak. Offensively, we're weak. Dom Telford, though, might be in. Dom Telford, this is massive. And there we go. Pick up the ball. I believe he's onside. He is onside. Get the ball on the centre spot. We need to be beating Oxford. We're at home as well. This is great play, actually. What a ball in from Kelly and Dom Telford. So the two substitutes, instant impact. Needed that instant impact as well. Is this Dom Telford's season? Don't get me wrong, Elliot List has done well in this episode as well. But is this Dom Telford's season? That's going to be, what, 3 draws in this episode? It's not the end of the world considering the situation, considering the way we played. We actually played miles better in that match against Oxford. We just got a little bit, I don't know, could you say unlucky? Some of the stuff we've been seeing today has been a little bit frustrating as well, but it's not the end of the world to pick up points at least. We are draw specialists after all. The unfortunate side effect is that Hull did win, so it does drop us down to 6th at the moment with 16 points. But we're not miles off where we need to be in this. We really aren't miles off. If we can start picking up a few victories, we'll be all right. I've got Mansfield here, who is 7th, and this one's going to be Sim. Don't feel that comfortable simming against 7th in the league, but we don't really have much of a choice. I'm going to play Bolton in this one. Amos is going to start again, and I think that will be the starting 11. Just hope that we get a draw. Actually, wouldn't be that bad. I say it again, 2-2 the draw. It's a late goal. Moore and Bolton with the goals. Harris with a brace for Mansfield. We just are draw specialists. It's just what we like to do here at Salford. We like to draw games. It's a 12th place Bolton next. We need a big victory here. They are 12, and we do get that. 2-1 the victory. Timmy Abraham with a goal and Amos Kachunga scoring for them. That is massive. We needed that one. So let's see where that puts us in the table going into next month. We're currently sat 5th on 20 points, 5 points behind Hull and 6 behind Sheffield Wednesday. I don't think that's a bad start to the season. Look at where we were last year and where we finally caught form. I don't actually think that's a bad start to the season. We got a really busy month next time round. Again, I don't care about the cup. I really don't care about the cup. We're going to play the Derby game. We're going to play the Luton game. And then it's a toss-up between Accrington, Bradford, and Charlton. My mind says it should be Charlton, but I wouldn't mind playing a different side, maybe Bradford, and seeing what we can do in that game. Oh, it's getting important. And let me know down below how you feel about January. I'm nervous to read the comments about us not picking up players in the summer. So maybe we definitely now need to do it in January because the injuries certainly aren't helping. Luckily for us, Mark didn't pick up a bad injury. Like, it was literally 5 days and he was back in. That's going to be it for this one, boys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for your support. Again, if you're new around here and you haven't already hit subscribe, make sure you do it. I will see you in the next episode where hopefully we can just turn form around. Again, I'm not going to be too mad at that month. I just am not going to be too mad at that month. I look at the teams we play. All right, Morecambe, not a team you want to draw again. Rochdale was frustrating. Hull City, 2nd in the league. Oxford, 7th in the league. Mansfield, 8th in the league when we played them. And then we beat Bolton. Like, those games are going to be the hard ones. At least we're not getting defeats. Make sure you stay safe and take care, boys. I will see you in the next episode.